Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome to our weekly live Thursday today. So, I am super excited about today and about our topic. And I am super happy with the questions I got from you over the last week, and I'm going to answer them. And if you are standing with me live, say live. And if you have questions for me, I'm going to answer for you today. And the topic today is kind of hot a little bit. It was like, what do we do when we are faced with, like, we hit a brick wall in our intimate relationships? Hello there. Hi. Hello. I love you, girl. Always on time and always there. Thank you, Casey, for joining. So, the topic is really hot because many people ask me the questions. You can't imagine how many messages I got about this topic this week. And then I said, like, that's it. So this isn't gonna be our hot topic for this live today. So please have the chance to ask anything you want while we are together, and I'll answer it for you. So what do I mean? What we do when we are hit by a brick wall in our relationship? It means it has become like your best person or the one that you love most. You feel like you're kind of become strangers. You became like roommate. It's not comfortable to talk about what matters to you. You feel being judged. You don't feel at ease. Like, these are all uncomfortable feelings that do arise when you hit a brick wall. So why in the first place we hit it? Because this means we lost a bit of trust, that we felt like the other person is not going to be my go to person. And it's really painful. And most people and most ladies I have spoken to, they prefer to do like there is an elephant in the room, but they prefer to ignore. And in any intimate relationship, you honestly have three choices. Three choices. Because if you understand why you are together, you will come from a different place. This is another issue. We'll come to it today. But like, if you are thinking of them, that they are the soul and the provider for your happiness, they are the provider for your self-fulfillment, you will really suffer in the relationship because you have given the keys for your happiness to them. You made them responsible for your happiness. And this is huge. Like, nobody can, honestly, like, who himself can make herself or himself really happy all the time so that he can take the responsibility, additional responsibility of being the sole provider for your happiness. It's a big responsibility for ourselves to feel happy. It's our responsibility towards ourselves. But we, as human species, we love to live with others. Like, we cannot, like, in the past days, they used to banish people, punish people by, like, leaving them, like getting them out of the tribe, kicking them out of the group. This was for them as if, like, was so painful, because people wants connection, wants to feel appreciation, wants to feel the human touch with others. Like, this is our human nature. So when you feel disconnected, then there is a wall, an invisible wall between you and between the person that is supposedly you are in love with or whom you really care about. It could be your spouse, it could be your fiance, it could be your kids. It could be, like, I'm talking today about, like, intimate relationship, people that you really matter to you. Most people, what they would do, they would rather live in denial, because you have three choices. If you're not happy, you can leave the relationship. Okay. And the second one, you work on yourself in the relationship, because if you expect them to change, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Right. Because I want to tell you, like, I'm just saying the options available for you. And the third one is to accept the status quo, which is, right. You accept that there is a wall and you live with it. And if you make this choice, it's not the best, but most people do it because you feel you're kind of like not in your body. You're living an out of the body experience because you are present with your body in the house or, like, in the place where you are supposed to be together, but your mind and your soul is somewhere else. And this is huge because you feel it's an out of the body experience. Okay. So you start to feel disconnected from you. And this is what really matters. This is why it's really dangerous. And you start to lose your passion because you're separated. Like you don't know now. I'm just like I'm living a pseudo life. Like it's not real. I'm pretending I'm okay, but I'm not okay. Because instead, like the easy way and the best way is to confront the other person, but come from a place of understanding. And to reach this level, it takes a lot of work you need to do in order to reach this level. Because I always say it's always your choice. When somebody, like one of my clients was asking me, like, I asked the first question, do you want to stay or do you want to leave? That's the first question you have to know. And some of them would tell me, I honestly don't know. And this comes when they don't know is because they are afraid of the unknown. I am old to find another job. How am I gonna provide for myself? What are people gonna say about me? How I'm gonna do this on my own? What if? And it's the fear of the unknown. And if you understand, there is nothing guaranteed. If you do understand, there is honestly nothing guaranteed. But if you decide not to stay, I don't want you to decide from the place where you are feeling insecure. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do how I'm going to survive. I don't know what's going to happen. I want you to come from the place that you heal you inside the relationship. Because if you understand why you were together, you will know like, oh, this is the person who's coming to push my buttons for me to grow. This is the person who's coming, so we grow together. If you both come from this place, this is the perfect relationship. Because you know that you are triggered for each other and you're meant to grow. How do we, what leaves us in survival mode? The fear I was talking to you about. The fear coming from a place of like, is always lack. I'm not trusting that what's happening is happening for me. I'm always judging. I'm scared. I feel lack. I don't feel I am worthy. I don't feel I can handle stuff on my own. So when you make a decision from this place, I don't recommend it at all. I want you, if whatever decision you decide, you come from a place that you are like releasing the judgment, releasing your anger, releasing your resentment, so that you can be coming like you're healthy. Your mindset is healthy. So when you make a decision, you don't come from a place of blaming them, complaining, and saying like you're the reason, because they were meant to be in your life for you to evolve. What does evolve mean? For you to grow. What does that mean? For you to accept others more, for you to have compassion, for you to have understanding. Am I telling you to endure physical abuse or mental abuse or verbal abuse? I'm not saying this at all. I'm talking about a different level. Okay, because some people, it's very challenging when you start to grow and understand, and then your spouse or your partner is not there at all. And you come and you say like they don't understand, they are not aware. I have become so very spiritual, I'm so conscious, but still you're judging them. It's a process. When you believe and you understand who you are and why you are facing these challenges in these circumstances right now, and what's your responsibility, then you will change and you will be able to change your results. How does this impact you when we live in denial and we do not like take action, or we do not like, we still like stay there? Like, you know what? I always talk about like, you know, the little bug when it lives on a leaf. The bug when it lives on a leaf. The leaf is this big and the bug spends its life living on the leaf, munching on it, thinking that this is all the food in the world. And the bug might die even before finishing eating the leaf. Make sense? Yeah, sense. I see sense here. Yes, thank you for following up. So, but this bug, like if it fell off this leaf, there are million leaves out there. But just it was constricted and doesn't see exception, it doesn't open up. So it's only seeing this little leaf. That's what happens when you are stuck in a relationship which is not working for you and for both of you to evolve. And I want you to like get what I am saying. I'm not saying, guys, like, oh, become spiritual, become holy, go and like meditate and pray all day. I'm not saying this at all. I'm saying we understand. I can say, I choose to live in denial, and I choose, and that's okay. Just like understand, admit that you're choosing that. Instead of facing, you're choosing that. Say, I choose to live in that because I want you to have your power. Because if I keep on blaming them, if I keep on complaining about them, I am denying my power. I'm giving my power away. And you will never ever make a decision that makes you happy when you are coming from this place of judgment, fear. You're not feeling secure. And I got questions about like if I'm living with a narcissist and like whatever. Like I know there are levels in the relationship, and there are people who abuse others. These people exist, but if you understand their psychology, they're not coming from a place of strength. They are not confident. They are not feeling secure, because who is really like love to hurt someone else? If it's your nature, like would you love to hurt someone else? Maybe you say like I'm advising them, I'm telling them what they should do and what they shouldn't do, but like you don't know what everybody is going through. It's a journey inside. If you can see what people are facing in their lives, you would be really kind and compassionate to every single person. But people get so much stuck in their own stuff, and they get so much like immersed in their own problems, and they forget about others. They just think about themselves. They don't think like, okay, I'm gonna put myself in their situation. How could they be thinking? Like, and again, I'm not saying that if you get hurt or if you get like any kind of hurt, physical, mental, whatever it is, that this person had the right to do this for you. I'm not condoning them by any means. I'm not condoning them by any means. What I am saying is that you come from a place of healing yourself inside the relationship. Why, guys, I'm saying that? Because if you are in the relationship and you feel anger, you feel resentment, you feel jealousy, it's like you are surrounded by a certain like halo, and this halo will follow you everywhere you go. And we are sending this out. Like when you're walking on the street, when you are communicating, this energy is being sent out that I am a victim, I am abused, I am like, and people will tend, you will attract more of these people to create, to emphasize that I am a victim and I am abused. Like versus like I always love to say like about The Rock. Like The Rock is the actor with the really strong bodybuilder, and I always say like and ask people when we are together in a live workshop, do you think anybody on the street would just like hit him or like slap him while he's walking? They say no way. Why? Because he's full of himself. He knows he has this energy of nobody can touch me. I'm strong enough to stand up for myself. People who get bullied, they emanate the other vibration or the other energy that people can hurt them, people can abuse them. And this is very painful. You live with it. It may happen, if you leave your relationship and you still feel a victim, in the sense that people can hurt you and you can easily like step on you and can do this to you. Well, you would have, it's a pattern, and it will be repeated. It can come in the future in your daughter-in-law, in your son-in-law, in your coworker, in your client. It will still be there. But when you change that, woo, and just like say, I'm clear of that, I release it for me, not for them, the results will be way, way different. So like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I see senses. Yeah, I know, guys, I understand that for sure. So what we do when we want to heal ourselves, always the word is to forgive. Forgive, it doesn't mean I'm saying they are right. I am giving away the low energy, the feeling of anger. I'm giving away my anger. I'm giving away my resentment, wishing them bad. And I am giving it for understanding, for compassion, for gratitude, because these people like were in my life, they helped me to be where I am right now. If I have always been comfortable and they were making me feel happy and it was all wonderful, I wouldn't have thought about changing myself. So they have a share in thanking them. Anything that you have passed through, whether you like it or not like it, has contributed honestly to who you are right now. it helped you to reach the person you are right now. And you all like I wanna change, I wanna create like different results. You will create different results, but you have to change. And what's standing between what you want and where you are right now are anger, resentment, jealousy, and hate. So it's not for them, it's not about them at all. I say like, okay, maybe it's a pattern. And if we dig deep, when we dig deep together, you find like, I used to see this pattern in my with my parents. I used to see this pattern. Oh yeah, they used to say the same words. Oh my goodness, I am becoming my mother. Oh my goodness, I became my father. Oh my goodness, I married my father. Like you marry the people, you get in touch with the people who feel comfortable, who makes you feel comfortable because you are used to it. It's not the ideal, it's not what you want, but it's what you are used to. And that's the trigger and the question mark that people don't know, like, why is this happening to me? They don't find answers easily. Why is this happening to me? Well, if you change the question to, well, this is happening for me, not against me. If you believe that everything is happening for you and not against you, you will live in a whole different place. Because to change anything, I always tell you guys, like, starts with thought, emotion, and action. We act on how we feel. Thought, feeling, and action. So where to start? People tend to change the action, the outside, the results, without changing the thought first. This is where everything is cooked and where everything can change. So start with the thought. So if I'm giving you always hateful thought, I think like he's selfish, he's shitty, he's bad, he's mean. Like if I'm having the thoughts, I will feel certain feelings, and then the action will still be the same. When change will happen? When I change the thought. When I start to see, okay, what is good about this? Ask the smart questions. What is my share that I created this experience for myself? How did I contribute? What is my responsibility? If you start with only being more, just 5% more responsible and intentional in your relationship, the relationship will change. You never work on a relationship. If you think you're working on a relationship, you're wasting your time. You work on you inside these challenging circumstances. You work on you inside this difficult or challenging relationship. Because when you change, it will transform. It will definitely change, but it has to start with you. If you say they have to, you're giving anything, you're pointing outside you, you will stay where you are. And that's where people don't get it, why we stay stuck. Because they don't look like at the only solution they have is within. Is this easy, guys? No, it's not easy. But I'll ask you this question: which is easier, to keep on holding to the resentment and anger and keep suffering and creating the results that you don't like right now, or to change your thinking and to start getting different results? People are holding to their anger, to their resentment, and they are treasuring it as if like it's like their life depends on it. They became addict unconsciously to their pain. They became addict to their pain. If you tell them let go, they would like no. They would pick it up again, or they will find someone that gives them the feeling that fills the addiction, the inside them, and the hunger for anger, for resentment, for jealousy. They will be looking for that. Or like, and then they say, oh, like I always have the same luck, nothing changes in my life. This is the reason why. Nothing will change until you change your way of thinking and your habits. It's not changing the other person. Because then when you see them and you know that you healed, like you see them, you can wish them well. And people say like, it's hard to wish them well. Well, they hurt me. I'm not saying they were not hurt. I'm not saying that. But like, how can you do that? A simple exercise is to bring to your mind someone that you really love. Could be your kid, could be somebody who makes you happy, some people you really love, a friend, whoever it is, bring them to mind. Like, think of them. You can all do that right now. And then when you see them, you will find that your facial expression will be relaxed, you'll be happy, you'll be kind, there is no constriction. You're not coming from anger, fear, and resentment. We feel constricted when we do that. You will feel expansion, you feel like love for them. And then what you do is that like you throw away this image and then put the image of the person who you can't really forgive. Bring them while you're still full of this love and full of this gratitude for the people that you really love, actually. Okay, just the more you stay in it and send them these vibes, it will come back to you. Because if you wish them bad, it will come back to you. What we wish for others will come back to us. Okay, so that's a big tip for you today, and a simple exercise that you can do. I'm not saying like it's easy. It's simple, but it's not easy because of the layers of anger, the layers of resentment, the layers of frustration that you have experienced in your life. All right, and I understand, but gee, which is easier, to keep on creating more of that? Life is too short. Life is honestly too short. No matter how long you live, life is really short. Every precious moment you lose in anger, in resentment, you're like as if exactly you're drinking poison and expecting the other person to get hurt. It's not going to happen. I want you all to have love. I want you all to have success. And this is one of the major blocks for your success when you are not sure about what you want, because you're living in denial. You choose denial rather than facing the situation, like facing the elephant in the room and saying, well, we have a problem here and we need to talk about it. Is it going to be comfortable? No, it's not going to be comfortable. But it's way better than dragging this energy with you all your life and staying stuck, not achieving your goals, not helping the people around you. If you're saying like, I'm staying in this for my kids, well, your kids sense the energy in the house, they sense, and the most people who are the most sensitive child is the one who is really affected the most, because they feel it. It's like flying in the air. Thoughts are things, and this is science, by the way. I did not create that. I did not invent that. This is science. They can measure the energy around you. Now they can measure like and detect what kind of energy you have. There are photographs for that. There are brain scans for that. So kids sense it. So what do you want to send to your kids? A loving mom, a happy mom, a successful person, wishing love for everyone and getting love back, or somebody who is living as a victim? So you have the answer inside you. Which one do you prefer? Holding to the resentment and the anger, or letting go and really, really letting go with love? And you see how your results will change dramatically. So these are the questions. And I want to tell you, like, this exercise for forgiveness is like your spiritual hygiene. Like when you do your dental flossing every day, the spiritual forgiveness exercise is your hygiene, is your daily mental hygiene, because we all have stuff going around. We meet people who can trigger our buttons. We meet people who hurt us. This is very normal. You are human beings and you're having a human experience, but this is the way out. So do you want to stay like addicted to your pain, or you want your way out? Okay, so I really thank you all for your questions. I love it, and will always be there for you. Answer it. Just DM, say, Rush, I want to talk more about that. And then we will get on a call and I will help you how to solve this. So I love you all. Thank you so much for today, and see you on Thursday and more questions to answer for you. Bye-bye, everyone.